Joke lang, lesson video to. What is up? It's just the JD, and today I clickbaited you. Okay, sorry for that. It'll never happen again. But as long as I have your attention, let's talk about writing the introduction to your concept papers. So naturuan ko na kayo kung ano ang concept paper, ano ang purposes ng concept paper, at anong mga parts ang meron sa isang concept paper, and maybe some guidelines on how to write them. But now, in this video, I'm going to give you some guides kung paano naman magsulat ng introduction, because the introduction is the first part of the concept paper. Dito rin po tayo nagbibigay ng ating first impressions. And remember, the goal of a concept paper is to obtain approval or funding. And kailangan first impressions pa lang maayos na yung matatagpuan nung magbabasa ng ating concept paper. Merong tatlong bagay na ini-introduce ang concept paper. First is the people or the person presenting the paper. In this case, kayo yon, yung grupo nyo. The second is the problem, an overview of the problem happening in the community. And the last is your mission as a group or a person. What is your overall or general mission? So those three things will be written. Okay, the introduction to those three things will be written in the form of paragraphs. So the introduction usually contains 3 or 4 paragraphs introducing those 3 very important things. And usually we go in this particular order. First, in this particular order. First, we introduce your mission, your general mission. What is the group's mission? What is the group or what is the person's general mission? For example, if I were to form my own group, our mission would be educating people on various outlets for their emotions. So that would be my general mission or my group's general mission. Okay, so you can think of your own group's general mission when you create the introduction. After introducing your general mission, you go on to introducing yourselves or the group as a whole. Okay, how did the group form? Essentially, you answer essentially nagsasagot kayo ng who, when, and how, and sometimes why. Okay, so for example, who are the members of the group? When was the group formed? How was the group formed? And why? Sometimes, if you really want to be detailed, you answer why the group was formed. Okay, so for example, who are the members of the group? The members of the group are myself, Maria Lea Janel Domingo, my friends Raymart Almazora, Reggie Gautane, Patricia Mesias, and Charlene Rebamba. The group is named TI Productions. We are a group of English teachers advocating the widespread knowledge of English and grammar to senior high school students. So that is how I introduce our group and the members of my group. Okay, and then when was the group formed? The group was formed in June of 2012. Which coincidentally was the first day of classes in college where the members of the group met. How was the group formed? The group was formed after a project wherein they decided to extend the project into more extracurricular and into more charitable charitable causes. And then, why was the group formed? The group was formed because these teachers believe that English is a universal language wherein and helping students improve their English skills will be much better for them in the long run. Okay, so I just gave you a very a very generic example of how you're going to introduce your group or yourselves, and that's how you're going to do it. But in your own, doon sa sarili nyong gawa po, hindi, mas detailed po, ibig sabihin, mas mahaba po yung sasabihin nyo or isusulat nyo. Siyempre, mahirap naman magdadadada ako dito ng 10 minutes tapos hindi nyo naman papanoorin yung buong video. Ang sakit nun, di ba?
It really hurts ang magmahal ng ganito.
Okay. And next is, you're going to introduce or give a brief overview of the problem and the community wherein the problem exists. Okay? So our problem is English literacy, and the community we've chosen is the senior high school students of Imus Cavite. Those are the examples. Okay, I'm going to give you. So you're just going to describe the problem, just give an overview of how long you've observed the problem to be happening, how often you observe this problem. You can also give examples whether or not you personally have experienced this problem firsthand. Being a teacher, for example, being a teacher, being a group of teachers, the group TI Productions have mostly encountered the existing problem in their workplaces and outside of campus, where they often do tutoring programs. So yeah, so nakikita natin na meron talagang problem, or there is a problem that exists, and we're given an overview, or we are made aware that there is a problem. Now, another part of the introduction that is very important is the title. You essentially put the title at the very top of your introduction, wherein it can be seen in it's usually in bold letters. I will be giving a template of how you're going to write, or how the title will look. Okay, how the title of the program will look, or how the introduction will look. So don't worry about that. So the title. So some tips on writing the title of your concept paper. First is keep it simple. Okay, I like to use the acronym KISS. Keep it simple, sweetie. So please just remember that we are not proposing a research title. We're not proposing a thesis title. We are not proposing a dissertation title. So we can't use too many words. We can't be incredibly complex. So if you have certain if your title is too wordy, it's not going to catch the attention of the reader, and that's the overall purpose of the title, is to catch the attention of the reader, and once we have their attention, we aim to gain their approval with our concept paper. Next is keep it catchy, or make it catchy. There are a lot of programs that use acronyms. There are a lot of programs that use quotations. There are a lot of programs that use song lyrics, or puns or wordplay. So those are very effective in catching the attention of our readers. So and if we want to gain support from the public and from approving bodies or charitable organizations, we really need to have a catchy title. And last is creative. Be creative, guys. The human mind is vastly creative, and I believe that with 6 or more, or I believe there are some of you who are working with 10 or more group mates, you're going to have a lot of brains working on the creativity of these titles. So creativity matters. Okay, we need to be creative with our titles, because if it isn't creative, there's a slight chance that we're not gonna catch the attention of the readers, and we're not gonna catch the attention of the public, and that means that there won't be enough support for our project. So that's the last tip for creating your title. So remember to keep it simple, make it catchy, and be creative. So those 3 things will be very helpful for you in writing your program title. The last tip I need to give you is please remember that length is not the mission. Okay? Hindi po tayo nagpapahabaan sa introduction ng ating concept paper. Wala po akong pakialam kung yan ay 17 pages. Kung hindi ko po naiintindihan yung mga nais nyong i-introduce sa akin, hindi po effective ang introduction ng concept paper ninyo. Okay? Hindi pahabaan, palinawan. Okay? It's not the length, it's what you do with your words. Okay, so if you that is the last part, and I hope you all remember that as you're creating your introduction to your concept paper. Once again, I will be posting a template of the introduction or the first part of the concept paper in the description below. It will be a Google document. That will also contain the guide questions that you need to answer when writing the introduction to your concept paper. I blanked out so much in those last 30 seconds. Okay, so please work with your groups to create your introduction. That's all for today. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you when I see you. Okay, I don't usually do this, but if you didn't already know, I do have a Twitter account. The link or my username is flashed at the end of every video. Please do check it out. If you want to read a weird poetry every now and again, just go over to Twitter and follow me there. So, bye.